Hello and welcome to Video Death Loop, a podcast that is free on the internet.
It's true.
It's very true. It's the most true thing you're going to hear today. Regardless of whatever someone says, like this candy bar is $2. No, that candy bar is $2.17 with tax.
What?
Depending on which state you are. That's not going to be a true thing.
If you state and municipality, if your
that's a
tax on candy bars is 8.5 cents per dollar, then you are correct.
Yes. But that's not a podcast. Podcast is $0 with 0% tax.
Yeah.
It's a good deal. Thank you for...
I mean, that's debatable.
Yes, it is.
I mean, you're still spending your time on this.
Well, and we're glad you are.
Yeah, I mean, let's face it.
I'm your host this week, John Hurst, and with me is my victim for the week, Aaron Littleton.
I prefer co-host, but victim works.
Co-victim. I mean, we victimize each other through
both
video.
Trying to be sad.
Yes, we're like writing our live journals later on about like Aaron subjected me to another video on loop. Current music, Linkin Park. Anyway,
Exactly.
Aaron, I got a little surprise for you this week.
As always.
Like you have just go briefly into it. Aaron has no idea which video I pick.
No.
And the idea is that we watch the video until both of us decide to tap out. We cannot have any more of this, or an hour passes.
Yes.
Whichever first.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do a little bit of a tribute this time.
A tribute.
A tribute.
Sure.
And you're gonna realize what I've done as soon as I start this.
Oh, God.
If you want to play the home game at home, you can load up the video that will be listed. And I'm trying to figure an out for that because I was about to say the name of it, but I'm not saying the name because Aaron doesn't know it yet.
Yeah, I've been putting the links to the videos in the notes for the podcast every episode.
Yeah. So you can load up that link when I say 3, 2, 1. Not that 3, 2, 1, but a different 3, 2, 1 in the future.
But not that 3, 2, 1 either.
Not that one either.
No, because I said that.
You said that one. It's not I'm the referee this time.
Right.
And you can play along, or there's a YouTube link too, so you don't have to do any work. You don't have to pay for anything. You don't have to do any work. We're just giving this away. Like
that's how you know it's good.
That's how you know it's good.
Often great works of art considered free in their time.
Absolutely free trademark.
Yep.
But Aaron, we're going to get started in
this video.
3, 2, 1.
God.
You saw the
No, I didn't.
No, you didn't?
Oh, dear God.
No.
What is this? I liked how there was a very long pause at the beginning of the video.
Pauses are great, aren't they?
Oh, boy. It's the trailer for Sex and the City 2.
Yes, it is.
The movie.
The trailer that is... It's a 2.5 minute long trailer.
Oh, thank you. Oh, we only have to watch it 20-something times.
It's a gift to you. But notice that it's 1 minute for each hour of the movie, essentially. Because the movie is approximately 4,000 hours long.
Yeah. And well known, 2.5 is 1/1000th of 4,000.
Yeah, math works out. The math checks out.
I believe you. I 100% believe you. But yeah, I understand the tribute here. This is a tribute to that other podcast that watches things over and over again.
In a more long stream thing.
Yeah.
The worst idea of all time.
Yeah.
Which is great podcast, plug.
Yeah. Plug. Yeah, they need our plug.
Yeah, they need our plug.
Those
guys, it's not the other way around.
Those guys performing live in Las Vegas, they need our plug.
Yeah.
Los Angeles,
we're performing live in
the study room of a library.
Yes. I mean, you could come here, but we're not telling you where it is.
No, if you find us, though, feel free to jump on in. Okay, I haven't been watching this. I've been talking about other things. All right,
but yes, they're in the desert.
It's a bunch of ladies in the desert. I don't know anything about Sex and the City. I know the main one's Samantha, right? The main one's Samantha?
Samantha, Nancy, I don't know. I actually do not know any of the names. I'll tell you what, the only thing I know about Sex and the City was when it premiered on HBO, I thought it was like the teenager version, like a version of me back when I was a teenager. Thought it was like, oh, is that like real sex?
You're going to see boobs.
Yeah, it's boobs everywhere. It's HBO. It's Sex and the City. It's going to be good. Downloading pictures from the internet, is a non-negligible thing at this point of history. So, like, you could download half a picture, you not see the whole picture, you not see the whole boob.
Stops at the breastbone.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it.
Get a good gallery of breastbones.
I'm so tired. So tired of these shoulder bones. Please.
Can't someone just upload a picture upside down so I can see some ankles? But
yeah, the good stuff's always in the middle of the picture, isn't it?
Always in the middle, like a sandwich.
Yeah, that was 2.5 minutes gone.
That was
pretty
like,
okay.
You know, like you think this is easy mode, but we have not begun yet.
What is the... Okay, so now you're in New York. It starts off with some shots of New York.
And people shopping in hotel rooms or condos.
Yep, some post-menopausal ladies seemingly hanging out with each other.
And kissing.
Kissing dudes, not each other.
And science fairs,
Okay,
apparently.
So who's the red-haired lady?
You're asking me. I have no idea who the names are.
You said another name after Samantha,
I said
right?
like Nancy,
Nancy,
which is completely wrong.
Red-haired name. No. Her name is Nancy.
Okay.
This was established.
Okay.
Then there's blonde-haired lady.
And a bedpost.
Yeah. Blonde-haired lady. What is blonde-haired lady's name?
Blonde-haired lady.
Reginald.
Reginald.
Reginald the blonde lady.
Fancy.
Yep. They're getting outside of regular naming conventions, you know? Reginald. Why not? Why not Reginald?
Dance number.
What does happen after you
happens?
say I do?
Generally, you're supposed to have a life after that.
Okay.
I mean, life kind of goes on.
All right, so we got Samantha. Wait, is this a second blonde lady?
Yeah, we're going to have to differentiate blonde lady 1 and blonde lady... Blonde lady 1 is Nancy, I think.
Blonde lady 1's Nancy. Well, then it's the red hair. Didn't we say she was
I thought
Nancy?
red hair lady was Reginald.
No, that was blonde hair lady number 1. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
Samantha, I'm pretty sure, is the name of Sarah Jessica Parker's character, the main character.
I would be in agreement with you.
Okay, red-haired lady, we established her name was Nancy. I'm fairly certain we said that's Nancy.
All right.
Blonde-haired lady number 1, who's got curly blonde hair, kind of wavy blonde hair, Reginald. Then we have a second blonde lady.
Okay.
Also named Reginald.
Reginald the second.
No, just Reginald. What? It's Reginald the second?
Yes.
That's the first blonde-haired lady's daughter.
Yes.
Named after herself.
Yes.
Made her junior.
Reginald the second, junior PhD.
Also, Dr. Reginald Jr.
She's got a PhD in fashionomics.
In fashionomics, which is that cross between fashion and
economics.
I feel like that's probably a real degree.
That is, it's so close to a real degree, but no one believes her. But she actually like spouts off good economic advice and good fashion advice. But because she got it at like fashionomic school. Like no one believes.
It's their only major.
Yeah, no one believes.
She's got a doctorate in fashionomics from Fashionomics U.
Fashionomica.
Fashionomica. That's the book they study.
Yeah.
It's
they have
Fashionomica.
They're not great at names. They're great at economics and fashion.
Oh,
not
they're
names.
the top. They are the top in economics
Top
and
class.
fashion. So so I'm assuming this was one of those deals where the older Reginald Sr.
Yes.
The blonde lady, Reginald Sr., was really tough on her daughter and wanted her to get a degree in economics, which is something more or less practical.
It's like,
considerably more practical than fashion, I believe. We can agree to that. So, but she had a love of passion. Passion for fashion. She had a love of passion.
A passion for fashion.
And she had a passion for fashion. That's true. And she said, Mom, I can't just major in economics. I have a love of passion and a passion for fashion. So my love is basically equal to fashion.
It's an identity property. Fashion equals economics.
Right, yes. So
there's no alternative in my heart.
Nope. So it was one of those deals they came to. They agreed. She agreed to finance the degree for her daughter, Reginald Jr.
Okay.
As long as economics were involved somehow.
Right.
And that's when she found, what did we say, fashionomics?
Fashionomics. Wait, she found it?
No, she found it. She was looking for it.
She didn't even found it. She just found it like looking on the internet.
She came close to founding a college.
She was like, I'm going to make fashion economics happen. Oh, and then she Googled it. It's like, oh,
it's already there.
It's already a thing. Oh, well, that's easier for me.
Yeah. But unfortunately, her first semester, she accidentally enrolled in fascisnomics.
Oh, no.
Which is a totally different school, which specializes in the economics of fascism.
That's pretty simple, relatively.
But it did color her general outlook of fashion, which is that fashion should be fascist.
Does that explain the weird, like, spiky armor thing
You're
I see?
Exactly right.
Like the Beyond Thunderdome.
Dr. Reginald Jr.
Dr. Reginald the Second Jr.
The Second Jr. Wait, so her mother was Reginald the Second.
Yes.
She's the junior. Okay, so
Yes.
Dr. Reginald the Second Jr. Doctor of Fashionomics with a minor in fascism. Now, she kept going to Fascist U because they don't let you leave because that is how Fascist U works.
Yes.
So that's it. Why all of her friends always wear all these fabulous outfits all of the time because she essentially makes them.
And why they all subscribe to a one document for like about like, you know, how things should be ruled.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
She's very persuasive.
She is. She's very persuasive.
I mean, like, you persuade them with your fashion, you persuade them with your economic advice, and then you convert them to fascism.
Yeah, and if they don't listen, you've got your fascist goon squad.
Yes.
Because every person that minors in fascism gets their own goon squad. Now, if you majored, you get a whole army. But if you're just a minor in fascism, you just get your regular goon squad for your day-to-day.
Where do they get a goon squad from?
It's just rolled right in to the tuition of the school.
Wow.
They pay for a goon squad every year. It's kind of like a 2-year plan with the cell
I went to
phone.
the wrong school.
You did.
I went to like I did not get a goon squad. I feel gypped.
You should. Wow. Okay, so I'm guessing. So Samantha.
Is this where the college is? Is it in?
It's of course it's in the Middle East, John. Where else are you going to get fascist U? She had to commute daily. Had to take a flight between Fascist U, where she was working on her minor, and Fashionomic U, which is in New York.
Right.
Yeah, which is why this starts out.
It's a very diverse. It's a global school. Part of the fashion part, the economic part's in New York. The fashion part's in Paris.
You're right.
But the fascist part, it was just in the Middle East for some reason.
Oh wait, so the economic part of Fashionomics is in New York. Fashion is in Paris. So it's a school that has 2 campuses.
Yeah, 3 campuses if you count fascism.
But fascism is they've got an articulation agreement with them. Is what it is. They're not actually the same school. They've just got an articulation agreement.
And she's like, "Can I just go to Italy for the fascism?" No. That's not happening anymore.
The strongest fascist college come from Dubai. I think that's where this is set, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's in Dubai.
Dubai.
Dubai. Yep.
And do they all go to school there, or are they just like what
No.
just Reginald the Second Jr. Doctor?
Just Dr. Reginald the Second Jr. goes there. The original, her mom, Reginald the Second.
Yeah. Yes.
Presumably is a pretty, just kind of a normal person. She doesn't just subscribe to fascism.
She runs a juice bar.
Yeah, it's a juice bar.
Yeah.
It's a very happening juice bar, which is how she was able to afford to send her daughter to 2 different colleges.
Yeah. It's got juice, and it's got smoothies, and it's got a pretty good Tuesday deal.
Yeah, Tuesday deal. Yeah,
Tuesday deal, you get a juice smoothie for $2.
At the bar.
Yeah, at the bar. Juice bar.
That's how they advertise too. Just a big block of text.
It just keeps going.
Juice enthusiast magazines.
It reads like the New York Times when a massive, terrible headline appears, but it's just juice.
You can get a juice or a smoothie for $2 at the bar on a Tuesday. It's on Times New Roman. Not a creative person. No. The original.
No, but an
Reginald the Second.
But it's effective because people who read Times New Roman love juice.
They do. Just font for font, when you get down and you do legitimate surveys of Juice drinkers.
Yes. Depicting what fonts they like and what drinks they like.
Times New Roman.
Times New Roman's a juice.
Tops that list.
Yeah. Comic Sans, they are Jägermeister. Only Jägermeister.
Sure. That's what Samantha likes. Samantha likes Jaeger and Comic Sans.
That was the top hit on her dating profile for a while.
Comic Sans and Jaeger.
Yeah. Get a Comic Sans and Jaeger.
Well, I mean,
it's just more Jägermeister on top of Jaeger.
In this world, that's basically how you introduce yourself. It's just like, what's your favorite font? And then everyone knows everything about you.
Yeah. Reginald II, like, she's a Helvetica girl.
Yes. Which means she loves fascism.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, of course.
Everyone that likes, you can write that down.
Right.
I want you to tweet this. If you like Helvetica,
you
support fascism.
Remember, hashtag Video Death Loop.
Hashtag Video Death Loop. Yep. So Samantha likes Comic Sans and Jaeger. Red-haired, Nancy? Is that her name?
Yes.
She likes wingdings. because she can't read.
She's illiterate.
She just likes the pretty pictures.
Well, you gotta respect what she likes.
Yep. And of course, the drink for the illiterate wingdingers is naturally prison hooch.
Yes. Prison hooch with a side of hamdingers.
Hamdingers and prison hooch.
For wingdingers.
Hamdingers and prison hooch. That's the business she runs.
It's not a business. She just happens. She visits the prison like every day in a beat up pickup truck.
Full of what? Hamdingers?
Hamdingers and prison hooch.
Okay.
And she's got to deal with the guards. She's got to deal that she just goes right in.
Is it just regular hooch until she delivers it to the prison? Is that when it becomes
prison hooch? Funny you should ask. She does have regular hooch, but that's not as popular. She makes the prison hooch on the prison campus.
So she brings hooch makings.
Yes. So I mean, she has the regular hooch, and she has for the Jägermeister, the Comic Sans prisoners. They have your typical Jägermeister. This is a very forward prison, by the way.
What's this in the Sex and the City first?
Yeah.
What's a prison run by her friend Reginald II, junior PhD of fascist economics?
Is that where her goon squad goes when they're not goon squadding?
Yes. Because they were taken out of a prison. It's just their natural habitat. And they all just live there until they're needed to enforce some fascist rules.
They get it's not even much of a prison. They just all kind of hang out. It's locked. It's clearly locked.
But from the inside, so they can get out.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know when you need some gooning to be done.
Yeah. They just generally like the environment. Working out, hanging out with their bros.
Yeah.
Gruel. Prison
hooch everywhere.
And they can get anything they want because, as we established, this is not a real prison. But they really prefer the prison hooch and the hamdingers that Nancy smuggles in for them. What the fuck is a hamdinger? By the way, what is a hamdinger?
A hamdinger is and MST3 cans are going to say, no, you're wrong here. But I think it's just like a tiny hamburger that you microwave.
Is that it?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I only know it from being referenced on Mystery Science Theater.
But that's what I'm going to stick to. But they don't make them anymore, so they're at least 20 years old at this point.
Oh, any hamdinger you get. Are you sure? What, this is maybe a black market underground hamdinger?
Black market hamdinger syndicate is top.
Are they just digging up old hamdingers that they're selling around? Or are they
it's actually, like ET cartridges. They just
are they making unlicensed hamdingers?
Those aren't as popular. You really want the legit
you
hamdinger.
Want licensed, old, out of date hamdingers. Are they frozen?
They were.
Were frozen
until they got to the junkyard.
Gotcha.
And they had to dig them out. Obviously, they don't have frozen junkyards.
Makes sense.
Except in Alaska. So.
That's where your high dollar hamdingers come from these days that were thrown away in Alaska, so they've remained frozen.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and that's of course what Nancy traffics in.
Mm-hmm. She specializes in bootleg hamdingers.
Bootleg hamdingers. So I'm
guessing prison hooch.
In prison hooch. Sure. which she makes inside of a prison, so it is actually prison hooch.
Yeah,
but she makes regular hooch as well.
It has a seal of approval and everything.
And can't read and like swing dings.
It's printed. The seal of approval no one can read because it's in wing ding.
It's just weird.
It's like yeah, check my seal of approval, and it's like a bicycle and a hat,
and then the dog.
Yes,
bicycle hat dog. Clearly,
yeah.
Ride your bicycle while wearing your hat, eating a hamburger, and you'll be as happy as this dog. Yeah. Oh man.
So Fashionomics in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, okay, so why are they? Why? Oh, this is Abu Dhabi. We just heard that. It is Abu Dhabi. Is that Dubai?
Dubai is India.
Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi in the universe of Sex and the City too. Abu Dhabi is the combination of Abu Dhabi and Dubai.
Yes. So, the Dubai and Abu Dhabi have both started taking over. They have empires now.
Yeah.
Based on all the fascism that's going around in the Sex and the Cityverse. And they've been attacking and moving towards each other. Dude, I don't think Abu Dhabi's in India at all.
No,
by the way,
it is
in the
not.
Sex and the
It
Cityverse.
But sure. yeah.
Okay. In the Sex and the Cityverse, it certainly is.
Yes.
They've been expanding west.
Geography.
Dubai has been expanding east.
Geography is wildly disproportionate in Sex and the City.
They've met in the middle.
Yes.
And a new city has been founded called Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. I think
this is where the fascist school is.
Yes. And you know what? I think Reginald II is there. She was originally there for a class reunion.
Yes.
But they have better ideas to finally conquer the other empires of fascism.
Wait, she's starting her own fascist empire by taking over Abu Dhabi first, or is she working for Abu Dhabi?
I think she's working for Abu Dhabi.
She's working. Oh, okay. So the city itself wants to.
They want to
free themselves from the empire.
They want to free themselves from the other people's fascism to increase their own fascism,
so they can promote fashion.
Yeah, fashion fascism.
Fashion. I don't know. Wow. Okay, so she brings her three stooge friends along.
Yeah.
Hamdinger, Slinger.
Which we have established. One of them is a parent. It's like Samantha, Nancy, and Reginald II.
Yes. Yeah, she brings her mom along.
Yes.
Reginald II.
Yes.
And she brings her friend Samantha, who likes Comic Sans and Jaeger. That's all we know about her.
Yeah, that's all you ever know about her.
That's it.
Like, she does stuff, but really, like, somehow when she says things that she likes, it just goes away because she likes Comic Sans and Jaeger.
You're like, oh wow. She's like, I've had a thought. I'm like, shut up, you Comic Sans lover.
Yeah, no one lets her give a word in edgewise because she likes Comic Sans. She doesn't even. Truth is, she doesn't actually like Comic Sans as much anymore because people keep denying her. But she's still known as the Comic Sans and Jaeger lover.
So she's trying to move.
She's trying to improve her image from drinking a lot of. Like, she tries to order other drinks, but the at Abu Dhabi, like she tries to order like an apple teeny. But it's just a Jägermeister in a martini glass with an olive.
Because when you show your ID to prove that you're old enough to drink, when you hit 21 in the Sex and the Cityverse, thanks to all this fascism going around, you have to register your favorite drink
and your favorite font.
And if you are caught going against that, you can be punished severely. As is anyone that serves you a different drink.
Everyone watches each other very carefully to make sure. Like she can't even get water half the time. It's just Jaeger. She is constantly drunk, but not of her own volition.
Whenever she passes out due to the lack of water in her diet, they just take her to the hospital and just inject water into her body. She can't drink it.
Yeah,
they will keep her alive.
Yes.
She will not.
They're not terrible people. Yeah. They're just fat.
They're just fascists. I mean, they have some really strict rules about alcohol, fashion, and fonts.
Yeah.
But they're not going to let you die because you're drinking Jaeger.
A lot of people have questions about this universe and their politics.
Those people are dealt with swiftly.
With the Goon Squad.
By the Goon Squad. Exactly.
But so they're all.
So they show up in Abu Dhabi.
Yes, Abu Dhabi with its swimming pools and deserts.
Yep.
And
apparently, like,
obviously,
water polo teams hanging out.
Yeah, and obviously, they're fashion. They look great.
Yep, they look great. When they get there, there is, of course, a plot happening.
Of course.
A plot with this man.
That guy.
That's flirting with Samantha.
The one.
And she's so drunk, stupid, and dehydrated that she falls for it.
That's not the peripheral that's a word, I'm swear, but peripheral.
It is now, John.
It is now. But that's not Mr. Big.
That is not. No, I think the plot of this movie is she's married to some dude named Mr. Big.
Yeah, the only reason why I know Mr. Big is because of the band.
Yeah, the band Mr. Big.
Yeah, the band Mr. Big. It's like she's dating all of the members.
Band Mr. Big, yes. Who have in the Sex and the Cityverse combined into a single person,
a single entity that is the Mr. Big.
Yeah, it's an acronym. It's M period R period B period I period G.
What does that stand for?
My really big. The B also stands for big, even though it's the first letter for it. Yeah. My really big interpretive group.
That's a good acronym.
My really big interpretive group.
Which then they mutated into one entity, and they date Samantha, right?
Samantha, yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Samantha thinks.
Samantha thinks it's one entity, but really it's the entire group of Mr. Big, and she just confuses them.
How many guys are Mr. Big?
I don't know off the top of my head. Like, I don't keep up with Mr. Big RSS.
Say 4.
4 is an easy number, yes.
I mean, there's probably been 4 people in Mr. Big at
Guaranteed.
one point or another.
Yes.
So there's 4 members of Mr. Big that are each taking time about with Samantha. It's sort of a public service because she is such a drain on society's resources.
Yeah, it's like a service ad. It's like a service human.
Yeah, they
made a few hits in the 80s, and now they get their extra income from helping Samantha.
Yeah, that's right. It's like they get government checks. Yeah. Fascist government checks for taking care of Mr. Reginald II, Dr. Reginald II Jr.'s friend.
They may be fascism, but they recognize a good deed when they see one.
Exactly. I mean, you're not going to stay in fascist government long. We don't provide some services.
Yeah.
I mean,
some services that are not Goon Squad.
Yeah, that aren't fake prisons that provide frozen Alaskan hamdingers.
Now the prison system is broken. We have recognized that.
Yeah. All prisons are fake in this world.
Yes. It's like a theme park, basically. Except you have to get arrested to go there.
Yeah. They don't keep you. You can leave. Yeah. But why would you with all the hamdingers?
People are just trying to break laws trying to get in.
So what's the plot in Abu Dhabi that Samantha gets drug in because she's too drunk and dehydrated to notice otherwise? Is it a counterinsurgency against Dr. Reginald II Jr.'s fascist?
It is. However,
takeover?
She doesn't realize it because the Jägermeister.
Yeah, and she's constantly like feeding information to the rebels. Yeah. Guess what Dr. Reginald II Jr. is doing with his artillery.
Oh my God, she's got a corset that has detailed plans on how to stage the coup.
She takes the plans. She thinks she's helping. She thinks she's helping with the fascism.
You guys are going to love it.
By turning the plans into clothes.
And they look good, no doubt about that. Like they look.
No, they look amazing.
Yeah, I mean, like top dollar clothing, but they are not helping this Abu Dhabi takeover.
No, not at all.
The regime is not having a good day.
The rebels they're 2 steps ahead of the fascist regime every time they try and make a move.
And they're wondering why all the time. And they don't realize that the plans are on the clothing that the enemy is wearing.
No, that their own people are wearing.
Oh.
See, that's the problem, is Samantha is wearing these clothes that describe all of the plans. And then she's hanging out with all of these, with this hot rebel dude that keeps flirting with her.
That's the hot rebel. The hot rebel dudes are the water polo looking team in the water, just like raising their hands up.
No, that's
the rebels.
That is not a sign of them having a good time and responding to these.
That is we the people.
Yeah, exactly. That is a fascist fist race. Yeah. That's what they scream before they charge into battle in their Speedos. Yeah. Unfortunately, the rebels, very underfunded.
Extremely.
They don't have guns. They don't even have uniforms. They just have Speedos.
And
Samantha. But, I mean, with the right amount of information, you can do wonders. And they do. Dr. Reginald II Jr.'s plans are literally being destroyed. And she's got to find out exactly why and what is doing it.
And she does. No one can no one realize that the clothing is on the Abu device, or
pays attention to Samantha except for the members of Mr. Big, who are literally paid to, and so therefore do the bare minimum. They don't even come to Abu Dhabi with her; they're just hanging out at home.
So, okay, I'm trying to remember. So Nancy,
the illiterate red-haired prison Haitian ham slinger dealer.
Yes. Who is more competent than Samantha so far.
Far more competent. Dude, she runs a business. It's a weird business, but it works.
It's successful.
Yeah.
In a way.
In its own way.
She has communication. She's got a profit line. Yeah. It's questionable, but it works.
What in this world isn't questionable, John?
Like, literally everything in this world has been questionable, like, including geography and ideas of what fascism is.
There's a lot to have to do with fascism in this world that we probably wouldn't recognize as fascism.
No, but they definitely do, and we are explaining that as we see it here.
Yeah, no, as we come along and we experience fascist things in this trailer, we'll let you know.
Yes, fascist watch.
Fascist watch. See those hats? There's some silvery, shiny hats people are wearing. That's very important to fascism in this world.
Yes, dance-offs.
That's like the cornerstone of fascism.
The fascism had it got reignited in the Sex and the City world because of a dance-off. Like that.
They got so upset. We're becoming fascists, and we're gonna because both participants in that dance-off from long ago, they were listening to Mr. Big music, and they were doing a dance, and they were terrible, and it was because no one had any structure. None of those dancers were really dancers because they were all living with democracy and
they were trying to
free will.
They were trying to coordinate. It wasn't happening.
No,
and then fascism comes along
and really gets things nailed down. I mean, if you're gonna
sometimes literally,
other times,
If you have to nail down someone to get the dance moves right, then
you will.
Yeah,
then you will.
No holds barred.
It's the goal, right? The goal. It doesn't matter how you get there.
The goal is to have sweet dance moves.
Yep. And they
coordinated together.
Really, in this world, the dancing is just so amazing in general compared to our own.
Yeah, we're not allowed to see it. Like really.
No, this entire movie, the entire Sex and the City verse, everyone is dancing all the time. This is just this is a choreographed dance. The entire world is on a choreographed dance that seems like regular life, but what they're really doing is they're reenacting.
Oh, which is like a constant war reenactment, war dance.
Yeah, the people we're seeing in this, they're not the original Dr. Reginald II Jr. or any of this.
This is an Oliver Stone documentary.
Yeah. This is like 2-3 generations down the line. This is the year 2400, John.
Whoa. Well, I had no idea. The set pieces are really well done.
No, exactly. Aren't they though?
Yeah.
That's the level of dancing you can expect out of the Sex and the City verse. Everyone is born in this world, and they are immediately handed a playbook, and they are scheduled for choreography classes.
And very strict font tests to determine what font would be best.
And all of this stuff is done underground. Because the surface of the earth, it's a 5-year dance they're doing.
Okay.
It's a 5-year dance beginning with the rebellion and the attempted...
Wait, hold on. Are they taught this dance when they're born and they through the first 5 years of their life?
They were, until they are the exact age for the people they will be representing in the above world... Which are, of course, just dancing.
Okay.
They live out this 5-year cycle of their life.
Constantly
dancing. They're dancing. They're getting it down. And so then when you get to the point where it's your time to take over one of the roles on the above ground world,
When they're 5.
Well, the children that are 5 in this, they take over the role of a 5-year-old. Some people are thrust immediately into it. Infants, But there's infants in the world during this 5-year loop that are played by infants. Wow. And those are some professional-ass infants, let me tell you.
It's like bees, basically, like communicating through dance, essentially, getting prepared.
Yes, exactly. It's all one big choreographed dance of the same 5 years over and over in the year 2013.
I feel like when Neo woke up from the Matrix the first time.
No. That's why everything in this world is so fabulous and amazing. It's all set designed.
Oh, man.
By the underclasses. Because if you can imagine, the population of Earth has increased between 2013 or whenever the 2013 is
humanity obviously had to go underground to keep the population.
Well, it's just that the events happening in 2013 all happened above ground, right?
Right.
So to keep the dance from being interrupted, all preparation moved underground. It's like backstage.
Is it a constant 24-hour recreation dance?
Constant.
Just to this one event.
To the one event, the most important event
in human history.
To the point that they just wanted to spend the rest of human history dancing about the events leading up to that event for the rest of history.
Which is the takeover of Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi, yes, by Dr. Reginald II Jr.
Commander of Armed Forces.
Commander of Armed Forces and the Goon Squad.
Does she get not to spoil anything for the future, does she eventually get a goon army if they obviously she has we don't know that yet. So
well, no, she has a goon squad. She realizes though the rebels are so coordinated. They know everything that's going on.
They're coordinated in more ways than one at this point.
She's got to go back to school to get her fascist major. So she can get an army, because the fascist people won't let her do it unless she's stuck at Goon Squad as long as she only has a fascist minor.
Oh yeah, that's yeah.
And people are angling for those good roles that are in the same classes as her. Yeah, they want to be actors that maybe possibly interact with the actor portraying Dr. Reginald II.
Wait, hold on. Wait, are we talking about the Reginald II, the real person, or Reginald II, dancer?
The events in Sex and the City 2, the movie, are it's a recreation of the events in the year 2400.
Okay. All right. So Reginald II, Dr.
Reginald II Jr., the actor. Portraying Dr. Reginald II Jr.
Commander of Force.
Commander of Armed Forces and the Goon Squad.
Yeah. Okay, so the actor is going back to fashionomic.
Because that's what the original Dr. Reginald II Jr.
She's working up to the role that she wants so bad.
Yeah, and that she will get, because all parts of her life have been scripted out.
Right.
Yeah. So she goes back to school to turn that minor into a full-blown doctorate.
But she knows she's going to get it, but it's still like a 4-year period.
Yeah, it's a 4-year period.
I mean, she had to go back to school. She had a lot of credits that she had to redo.
Oh, yeah. There was a lot of electives that in the fashion part that didn't transfer over.
Like fashion faux pas now, they've all changed. She had to retake her entire fashion. Economics actually kind of stabilized for a while. So it's just
it's exactly stabilized because everyone is just reenacting the same 5 years over and over and over, except for the backstage player underclasses that live underground their entire life and build the sets.
Humanity has achieved perfect harmony by recreating a single event over and over again on the surface of the earth.
400 years, yeah.
This is not how I imagined world peace, Aaron.
God, no. No one imagined it this way. No, but it works.
At what cost, Aaron?
At what cost? Oh, the billions of people that live underground that spend their entire lives practicing to become actors that live out 5 years in the above world and then are mercilessly killed at the end of their play whenever it restarts.
Whoa. How long does the play?
5 years.
Okay, 5 years.
It's a 5-year loop. Between 2013, when this started, and 2018, when Dr. Reginald II Jr. got her second doctorate, got the army, and took over Abu Dhabi.
She had to spend 4 years on the surface to get her to become
This is the major part of her role is actually.
So she only has 1 year to take over Abu Dhabi.
Oh no, it's less than that because there was 6 years of buildup or 6 months of buildup where she was trying to take over over Abu Dhabi with the Goon Squad, but it wasn't enough, and that's when she had to go back to school. Then she had to wait for the next term to start, which wasn't immediate.
So there's like a 2-week dancing downtime happening where she's still dancing, but nothing's actually happening.
They're all dancing all the time. But the events are happening. It's no one part of the play is any more important than the other part of the play, John. They all lead to the culmination.
I can see that.
Yeah, now you understand.
I understand, but I'm perplexed.
Don't be. It all makes perfect sense if you think about it. Or don't think about it.
So she had 6 months to take over Abu Dhabi before
before she's killed, and then a new actress replaces her, and the 5-year loop begins over again.
Okay.
Jesus, John, what is confusing about this? This all makes sense.
Okay. So what did she like? So how does the final act of this play, so to say, begin?
So it begins.
So she
begins
graduates
immediately after graduation.
Yes,
she becomes Dr. Reginald II Jr.
Dr. Reginald II.
Give me the news. Got a bad case of loving for passion.
Passion for fascism and fashion. And economics.
And economics. Which have not come into this play very much. Let's face it.
Honestly, when you spend all your time dancing, it's very hard to keep up the stock market. And you've already mentioned, they have perfect harmony, so they don't really know what economics is anymore.
No.
Underground has a prison. Like, they get tricklings of prison hooch from the above.
Yes.
And the occasional hamdinger.
The leftover prison hooch. Actually, many of the hamdingers that are dug up in Alaska, they're all props at this point.
Right, yeah.
So they're all, relatively... they're still old. They prep them 20 years in advance to bury in Alaska to be frozen.
It's just an endless cycle of hamdingers.
But they're not, 400 years old. Yeah, let's not be silly here. They're not excavating 400 years of hamdingers. There's new old hamdingers.
Old hamdingers. They figured it out. Okay.
Yes.
This makes sense. As long as they're on a 20-year cycle instead of 400 years, I feel a little bit better about the hamdingers.
Yeah, there's a little prep time in between when they got to reset everything, right? It's kind of like the curtain goes down. In fact, there is a curtain. There's a giant space curtain that envelops the Earth, and it goes floop. It falls down on the Earth.
It hits directly on the equator.
Yeah. People in the northern hemisphere have no idea what's happening.
Does that mean which? So is the southern hemisphere the audience watching the dance recreation?
No, there's no audience. Remember, everyone literally everyone is involved. Every single bit of activity of any kind of human act that happened during those 5 years is being recreated in dance form. Which looks like regular movement to us, but is actually dancing.
Okay, yeah. These are all precise movements that they have books on in the underground libraries.
Yes.
Describing exactly. And they have them in each of the different fonts that appeal to the actors, that the roles they are hoping for.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
if you are Nancy likes
if you're shooting for Nancy.
If you're shooting for Nancy, good luck.
Yeah,
you have a wingding book.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's not good. You have to.
And you can't read because they insist on method acting here.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So the final battle happens. She finally gets everything ready, and she can begin the plan.
Right.
Reginald II Jr., doctorate of now fashion.
Dr. Reginald
II. Dr. Reginald II Jr.
Give me the news. I got a bad case of love for
fashion and economics.
Yes.
She has a plan now.
Yep, she's got a plan.
And her plan... And she's method acting the entire time.
Right.
But it actually involves breaking the cycle.
Wait, what?
She realized...
Is this where the cycle's broken?
This is where the cycle finally breaks. The time quake has ended. She realizes...
There's a time quake, dude?
I was making a Vonnegut reference, but now there's a time quake. That started the whole...
that's what broke... In between the last play and the current play, there was a time quake.
Yeah. During the entire time, natural disasters are still occurring on the Earth, like volcanoes, earthquakes, and all that.
You got to be able to learn to roll with
those. You have to ad-lib. You have to be What happens if you don't follow the rules? What do the goon squads come after you immediately?
Yeah, the underground goon squads.
And
they're like the dudes that come out and move props around that are dressed all.
Oh yeah,
black.
they're all
Everyone on Earth has an understudy, and if they are caught acting out,
the goon squad,
the underground goon squad comes, takes you out, and replaces you with your understudy.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yes.
It makes sense in the psychotic hellscape we have created.
Yes.
But, so she realizes midway through her getting her fascism, her degree to become Dr. Squared, she realizes that maybe these are not that, like, things can be different. Maybe everything that she was taught since she was in the underground was a lie.
In fact, the Timequake had the unexpected result of merging the consciousness of the original Dr. Reginald II Jr. Give me the news. I got a bad case of love for passion, with the actor portraying Dr. Reginald II. I got a bad case of love for passion. And so she started to get actual fascist dictator thoughts rattling around in her head.
But they were different from what the reenactment. The reenactments forgot some key parts.
Oh yeah, the original DDRTSJ. DDRTSJ.
She's nicknamed short for Dirt.
Dirt. Realizes that this world is primed for taking over because literally everybody.
It's been set up for 400 years at this point.
Yeah,
it's ready.
There's no standing armies. Everyone is all in on working on the. This is world peace, John.
Yeah,
everyone's just a play actor.
So all you have to do. So the only way to take over and become the true Empress, Doctor
yes.
Reginald II Jr. I've got a passion for fashion.
Got a bad case of love for passion.
Is the only way to break the cycle is to complete the cycle for real, because they've been doing it wrong. Like as time's gone on, it's shifted.
It's drifted.
It's drifted. They don't realize it. Just those little things have drifted over your life. Like it turns out Samantha actually doesn't have a love for Jägermeister. It's actually the wolf knockoff Jägermeister.
Arctic Wolf.
Arctic Wolf. Yes. So it's like they forgot about it like during cycle 300.
Yeah.
It's
not been that long.
Oh yeah, you're right.
5 years. For
5 years.
So there's only been 80 cycles.
Okay, only 80 cycles. About cycle 20 or so.
Okay, yeah.
They realized, little details started shifting. And the only way to do that is she needed to set them right. So the actor and that's how I'm going to get out of saying the full name from now on.
Right. It's now inhabited by the consciousness thanks to the Timequake.
Thank you, Timequake. She starts setting the little, she starts changing the little details. The other actors don't notice, but she replaces the Jägermeister bottle with Arctic Wolf, and goes from there. Like all the little details that have built up over time, like replacing the map, like it was not a corset, it was like fine dresses that were the maps,
right?
And no one realized
that part's real.
That part's real. Yeah, that part's 100% real. You can't. That's a major detail. You're not going to forget that.
Samantha was actually a terrible shitbag of the original events. That
yeah. It's like not everything was fake at this point, but she's going through and she's setting them right. And so far, she's succeeding in the final. She only has 3 months to live before she gets Logan Runned out of dance existence.
Yep.
So that's where we are now. 3 months away.
Right. So 3 months away, she's setting these things up. People are starting to act more and more like she expects because of all these little changes that she's made.
And the mind meld real Reginald II Jr.
Cut that case of
passion for fashion.
Yeah, passion.
She's
throwing lips in there.
Yeah.
It's a 1 hour podcast.
Yeah. So she's pleased at this. They're everything's working according to plan.
Right.
So what she didn't expect was that her mother, Reginald II,
the actor portraying
actor portraying Juice, was also mind melded with the mother of the original person.
Oh my god.
So she's remembering details too, and she knows exactly what the actor Reginald II Jr. is doing.
She goes to act against her?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she replaces the Arctic Wolf back with Jägermeister, and she there's a little bit of comedy ad lib happens because she has to switch back and forth, and Samantha's drunk all the time. She doesn't notice.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
Green bottle, black.
Here, hold this, basically. And that becomes the center point of this whole conflict. Actually,
is the Jaeger?
Is the Jaeger, which is the center point of many conflicts, I imagine.
Oh, yes.
But in this case, it's a conflict for dominance of the world.
Right. And breaking the play.
Right. The Goon Squads. Do they each have their separate Goon Squads now at this point of the takeover? Or
only people with minors or majors in fascism have control of goons.
Only the most fascists have Goon Squads. Got it. Right. But she just got her Goon
army.
Goon army. So she has a large army in front of her. She can take advantage. She sends them out to start changing all the details that need to be changed. They are her crows, correcting the world as it was.
Wow. So they're actually okay,
and they don't question it. They're a fascist goon army.
Yeah, I mean they're method acting, as we said. Yeah. If their leader tells them to do something, they're gonna do it.
Right. I mean, what else are you gonna do? I mean, if you don't follow her orders, that's the same as your understudy is gonna replace you anyway.
Right. So, yeah.
Does the goon army have a goon army that replaces them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. No, everyone has understudies.
So
except for the underground goon armies.
Oh.
See, those are the actual people that are enforcing that the play happen.
Okay.
Remember, the underground is backstage.
All right. So the above ground goon army is replacing it as it was. Underground goon army realizes that things have changed.
Yeah, they're moving around.
So
they're looking for the source of the disruption.
And they
right up top.
Right up top. They check their Wikia entries on the dance.
Right.
And they look through it and realize that all the they don't have history in this wiki at all. They just erase it every 5 years. So
yeah.
So trying to fill in all those plot holes. That's what I'm trying to do.
We're talking about plot holes.
But they realize that the central source is Reginald II, the actor.
Right.
Junior.
Yeah, not the...
With a passion for fashion. And they send the underground goon army goes above ground to interrupt the play.
Oh, man.
So...
making even more problems with the play.
Right.
Because they're not being stealthy, they're not being quick.
No one knows what to do anymore because it's not part of the play. It's not what they've devoted their entire life for at this point. So, the fighting begins between the two armies. No one knows that, no one's actually following what they really were. So they're taking themselves out with understudies. Understudy after understudy is battling for dominance right now. No one is part of the original army at this point.
Oh, wow.
And basically, this just becomes a massive growth population control issue.
Oh, okay. So the underground was getting full of understudies.
Yeah, it's just get rid of all the understudies, essentially. So,
but there's too many.
There's too many.
There's too many dying.
They can't. There's not enough actors. They're having to multiple dance actors are having to do 2 to 3 roles each while still fighting for whichever side they have figured out that they're on. They don't know. No one knows whose side on who except for Reginald II Jr. Passion for Fashion and Reginald II.
Yes, the mother. And so finally they're facing each other in Abu Dhabi.
The desolated dance corpses are everywhere.
They're facing down. The body of Samantha is lying on the ground nearby. There was no one to take her to the dehydration hospital. And she just died.
No.
Not violence. Nancy is crying in the corner, eating a hamburger, drinking some prison hooch. Only 2 left her. Reginald II and Dr. Reginald II Jr. ... Passion for fashion.
And
I don't know what's happening.
No one knows what's happening.
They rush at each other.
They dance at each other. They're dancing.
Dance rush.
And it's the greatest dance moves that the earth have ever seen. It was a combination of mambo, breakdancing, industrial dubstep,
Oh, it's amazing.
It's amazing. No one's there to see it except for Nancy, who's not paying attention at all, and who should have been recording it, but she's eating hamburgers and drinking prison hooch.
And crying. So they dance fight until both are mortally wounded.
They dance mortally wounded. They're like the foot is still tapping, but they don't have much more to go.
The blood, the ground is slick with their blood, and they finally stagger to something close to a stop, staring each other down. They just realized they did the greatest dance in the history of planet Earth. Not even the fascist dancing of the early 21st century could come close.
No, they have recreated. They exchange a smile.
They've actually surpassed the history that the play was based on.
Yes.
Now they can die knowing that even though they broke world peace and the play, the 5-year play loop.
Right. They've
surpassed it.
Each of them feel complete. Not the millions and billions that have died. They don't feel complete.
No,
they're entirely dead.
They have anything.
So
they collapse.
And
breathe their last. The survivors, the very few, begin to clamor their way.
Nancy gets up from her prison hooch state,
knowing that she has a story to tell. Because she's illiterate.
No. She looks to her left, and she realizes that Mr. Big is still there. And it's like, it's time to make a concept album called Sex in the City 2.
Correct. I'm tapping.
All right. I'm allowing it.
Good. Oh, man.
Wow.
That's real.
That's 100% real.
That's what happened.
I felt like I was in the history room. Learning
the history room.
Learning
the one room for history.
The single room. And learning about our culture as it's going to be in 400 years.
I didn't realize Sex and the City 2 was so deep. I thought it was just about
No, I thought it was just like a vapid 2.5 hour story about romance and Abu Dhabi tourism.
This is deep. Stop it. We tapped out. Stop the video.
I have my hand. I'm going to try to dance this out.
Oh, God. Okay.
Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron.
Yes.
Aaron. Do you have anything that you would like to add or plug?
Plug something. Why not? Read my ebook, Fat Riker. It's on Amazon, whatnot. Also, listen to the other podcast that I'm in. It's called the Einstein Simplified Podcast. Just search for that on iTunes. They were good enough to let us run an episode of Video Death Loop. Fill in there.
Yeah, thank you, Einstein.
So, check those guys out, too.
And, they're very, very funny podcast. They have a live show in Knoxville every Tuesday.
It doesn't matter. Just listen to the podcast.
Yeah. Just go for the podcast. But if you happen to be in Knoxville, check it out.
Yeah, do that. What about you, John?
I don't have anything yet.
Still not.
I'm recovering. I'm digesting that plug as we speak.
Okay, good.
And when it's ready, the plug will be ready.
Ready to go.
So yeah, thank you for joining us on this 100% true story.
Yep.
About Sex and the City 2. The good thing is you don't have to actually watch Sex and the City 2. You know exactly what happened. Yeah. Just send them this podcast.
Spoilers, by the way, for Sex and the City 2.
Spoilers. Samantha, Comic Sans. And
I guess tune in next week too, where I will pick a video. And by
yes,
God, after that one, John, by God, if you're not going to be in pain, I guarantee it.
Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Don't.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I'll try not
to.
But
you guys, you can look forward to it.
You just see you guys later.